Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
It's like you said, they shot first, so I took care of it.
Oh, okay. Good. They had it coming.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data. And I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up telecam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station, you don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hill Avenue, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
Can't believe a word they say.
You got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown.
Known as Northgate, these beautiful remains of the
They love to tear us apart.
Kobe. That's
Hey, glad you could make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident, I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating the city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Veselite, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. Think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where ARC's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
When did they close the puppet
Why they haven't put more guys on the job, I don't know.
My niece loves those little marionettes they used to have. The ones that look like dolls. I was going to get one from her. She's irresponsible. Nothing else that could afford it as far as I know.
Just take time off.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilec complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's your cane now.
My legs. Are you two,
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmail would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilec complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Still have some things I need to take care of before we leave.
All right. Go on then. Get your shit sorted. I'll be here, waiting.
check over there.
Если в том факт верил, як то заставил.
What did you say the interest rate was? No.
Surprised their clothes seem so clean. It's unusual.
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime in our city than terrorist attacks.
Pokaż mi papier.
This area is restricted to you, Bob. Your kind is not tolerated. Getting a little worried. It is not completely broken. Why fix it? There's too many. Too many shares in the take.
Feels like I'm missing something.
Be careful, you see, business will be up. There's a bad price.
You say something? You think so?
Go. But it's probably nothing.
Into your box, mine! Take that!
hate this place. Surprised their clothes seem so clean. It's unusual.
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime in our city than terrorist attacks?
Všichni augové si připravějí doklady.
That bombing was bad.
Quiet. I like quiet.
I think we are pushing our luck with a checkpoint.
meeting with the uniform tomorrow. I'm out, rat. I saw something over here.
I'm moving!
Him away from me!
Come on! Show us what...
Most useless bugs ever.
Access granted.
Don't shoot me!
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. As the government, they print up these official permits each month. But they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
Yeah.
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really, really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Renke Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you. Just because Drahomir looks like a dog. How are you?
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Irenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't?
Irenka. She gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Irenka is not well. We must shield her.
Irenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll leave him.
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
long time. Our only return to repeat what we once said. Before our death. I've been through all this before. As if I've already had them all to here in the fort.
There we go. Complicate this.
Heard you're sitting. Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
Make them go away, please!
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. I told you to leave. Last chance. Unless you want to be next. Heard? I told you to leave. Last chance. Unless you want to be next. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That's through.
I will call the police!
Police don't... I told you to leave. Last chance.
Someone help
you want to... Police don't get paid to help us. That's what you need to pay us for.
Make them go away, please!
You're a dead man!
Someone help me!
You...
Fuck, I killed him. Oopsies.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That's... Now you will learn the meaning!
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. I'm an old man. Leave me be. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
I can't keep living like this.
So, my friend, you have the cargo, yes?
Don't forget about your permit authentication card. Would hate to be caught with a drop of exposure.
Can't afford it. Come. Damn vultures. Gouging prices.
Pay us and it'll all be okay.
Drop them if we come up with a pretty.
The new police pace back and forth all day. Feet hurt.
Careful.
What do you suggest we do? We can't kill him.
No, we had them.
Sir, there's a better life for the audience.
What is this city coming? People like me?
Anything. They do not want us to know this.
Okay, see you then.
What's going on? Who listens to that garbage?
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
What's going on?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
Мне стуло.
Слышишь, что?
What did I do?
Got what you're looking for. People like me? What is this city coming?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
They are now. Don't stop it. Walk away, citizen.
And just like
not much going on.
I was supposed to jump super hard.
Enough problems already. What today? Who listens to that garbage?
Milena, I got into the ARC permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can. Without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Fuck, really? Fuck. Ah.
Bývalo to nádherný město.
What today?
Milena, I got into the ARC permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Not Russian.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
Here, sit.
Jo, to jsem já.
That's what you're looking for. No, I don't believe it.
We won't lose you inside.
I don't care what you do, they don't care.
That's what the tracted palace is, right?
Of course they're safe.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Don't forget about
So,
this
my friend,
authentication
you have the
card.
card now, yes? So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop, and I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer do you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The oak permits may not work anymore, but my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Elena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
Do I want to threaten him or find another way?
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boo! Hear that? Let's make this quick.
Dead. Yeah, I need to get better at saving before important shit goes down.
I did what you asked, Raz. Now just leave me alone. Don't do anything.
Oh, God.
Now I have to go through all that again.
So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But
Why can't I like Skyrim this and just skip past all the unimportant
you get out of
dialogue?
here right now, and I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop, and I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer do you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The oak permits may not work anymore, but my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Elena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
Your days of making offers are done. I didn't come here to negotiate. No more peddling false hope.
Is that right? I think you're all talk. And I think I can prove it. Boom! Just take a look.
Oh shit. Oh shit, they're everywhere. Maybe I should just go and like guns flying and like kill everyone? Remember? So I'm not gonna lie. I used Google.
So, my friend, you have the
Looking
cargo.
forward to the end of the day.
Don't blow your
Great. Great. Another one. Getting to be as many clanks here as in Golem.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with.
I didn't know where this lady was.
The
So I
right
had to,
amount
I had
of
to
coin,
Google her.
the right kind of pocket, fancy looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for Drahomir. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are
Yeah,
scared.
because earlier they mentioned there was the cop, but I'm like, I don't know where this lady is.
The bad cops don't care, and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. Drahomir's been pulling this shit for long enough, and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
This is convenient.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Here we go.
Take care of all this sickness.
How much longer is it going to be?
I'm gonna go pee and warm up food. Alrighty. Do I want to move on in this story or do more side missions? Side missions for days it is!
Připomínáme, že v Praze až do odvolání platí stav nouze.
How many free rum and cokes did you have?
Nada.
Why?
Joy.
Adam, what's going on? Didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan dog? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DOD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades ran off the chart. His theories were sketchy at the times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like Max.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
You were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
You were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls. Reach out to me. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by info-link when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you feeling the free ramen cooks? Food is yummy. Eating the leftover chicken and mac and cheese from the place.
Open your eyes to the truth, friend.
Did you get a bunch of free rum and cokes when you were coming here?
No one cares about the horn.
Only 2?
I never thought it would come to this.
Why the hell is more guys on the job out?
Right today.
Viva los dos.
This is crazy. I'm here to watch you in the news. The shopkeeper was raped on his protection thing. So my client beat him to death with a baseball bat.
Hey, you.
You know how many free rum and cokes I've had today? 0. Yeah, I couldn't really taste it when I was eating it with all the other crap on it, but this chicken's actually kind of like, it's got heat. Not like spicy heat, but like Like, just like pepper heat, if that makes sense. Whatever would give me the same level of drunk that you are. What crust? Oh, from the chicken?
Like I'm always telling you, man, people in old country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what... Go away, Clegg. We're closed. Oh, he is not here to gamble. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Mano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
I see. You're a man of principle. A businessman who cares for the organization he's part of. But there's more to my being here than maybe you realize. Koller is a friend, and sometimes helping out a friend in need is good business.
You see, Vano, this is what I am always talking about. Loyalty. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
It would depend on the situation, don't you think?
I think maybe you're too cautious. Still, caution can be a virtue, isn't it right, Vano? So, perhaps we should see. It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say?
Do we have a deal, Mr.?
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Caller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Do not remember how I got here.
List of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Brr.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
What the fuck?
program initiated. Access granted.
That's right, bitch.
Access granted.
I need to stop accidentally creating new saves.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. A group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Heard the captain is in a real shit mood since meeting the commissioner.
Spanish.
Close your hand low.
I couldn't imagine what it's like to be augmented these days.
Sid, I heard a bunch of runaways live down in the sewers, formed their own little community. There's just never enough time. Haven't we got rid of them yet?
That's a funny way to put it. Damn right, that's your love.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
Malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Baby, I'm back. Shot wrong.
Another augmented terror attack. 151 passengers aboard American Airlines Flight 451 were killed. An augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight. Details recovered. The black box recorder suggests that the man may have been sent a flashback to the August. That horrible day today. I cannot see who sees those. Terrifying images of that place. It will be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus. Out of it.
Me? I would be that even though you had to leave, we still got to do stuff. That was fun. you had to leave, and I put out a little thing saying who wants to go to 4th of July, and no one's really responded affirmatively yet. So I'm hoping that someone else starts the plan. Oh, this is a creepy as fuck. I'm sure it will, but I'm the only one that really uses the group. I guess because some of the not everyone in the group knows each other. And I just feel kind of bad that the only comments in the group me so far are me like asking people if they want to hang out, and I feel that looks kind of bad.
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an end.
You said that place is a... front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what about you?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
He's right. Moonbase is sexy.
Since when have we planned to be sexy? Do I look...
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moonbase? The clones on the moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Novos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of men. Pull them all back and you'll find them. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. Kay isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said Kay wasn't one man?
Kay is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside his fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Novos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get you. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. Kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas, and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Novos and stay out of your way, as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy. Picus need you. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archive.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvan, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
know what you get to do tomorrow? Fuck no.
Enough problems already.
You get to call me on your drive home because I don't work.
I don't like this place, Natasha. I'm afraid of what might happen to me.
I love working with them, but those cargo security people give me the grief.
No trouble, right?
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then has acted.
Please see the receptionist. Data extractors have never breached.
Talk. Wait, now I want...
Oh.
Yes. Sub-level security room has their up-to-date security password.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or local vault basement.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
I could, but they would only be able to confirm sending out the codes.
Doesn't protocol include that each hub acknowledge receiving security updates?
In a perfect world, everything would go.
Sorry, sir. Access is...
Sorry, sir. Area is off limits.
Of course it's easier.
That's policy, right? Our corporate privacy laws are fully.
Access granted.
Saving is important.
No worries whatsoever. The whole building is a sense of fortification. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I've had my company's valuables in here since Palisade first opened its doors. And my confidence in their security has only grown.
You have a corporate vault? I've heard incredible rumors about the subways.
Oh, no. We're a small company. A safe in the executive vaults is all we need. Or can afford. I must leave the race here at once.
I agree.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
When are you going to sleep?
Security has only grown.
You have a corporate vault? I've heard incredible rumors about the subway.
No. We're a small
Okay. How are you living on the edge? It's like 10:20.
Causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
sir, but you may not access this area. I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time for preloading your container into the viewing area. You also need your personalized keycard.
Thanks for the information.
Apologies, sir, but you may not access this area.
No entry yet, sir.
Not the right thing to do. So there's this article on Reddit that says budget airline Viva Colombia is considering plans to remove all seats from its planes and make the passengers stand.
picked up some. It was nothing.
I think that I'm gonna give this a go tomorrow, because I've been playing for a while and this looks like it's gonna take some effort. So yeah, message me. Love you.